That I was there, 3 people lost their lives. 1 woman and 2 children. The only reason that happened was lack of medication and undereducation. And that is a ridiculous reason for lives to be lost. We need to help people get even half of what we have. To think that someone has lost their life because they bled out, because the staff didn't know what to give them, and because there wasn't enough blood supply, because they can't test the blood, is just ridiculous. Literally, when I walked into the hospital, there's a fridge full of blood that's been donated. But due to the high accounts of HIV, they cannot give any of that blood until it's tested. And without the HIV tests, it can't be done. And a woman bled out because she couldn't get a blood transfusion. What I'm here today trying to do is raise money so that they never get to a point where they can't give things like blood or an injection or anything like that. It's not an easy thing to do, and one thing I massively learned being in Tanzania is charity can sometimes be a hindrance rather than a help. If you're not there for the long run, if you're not there to see it through and help them, then you've done absolutely nothing. Going in, giving some money and going out, it is pointless. I've made up a 5-year plan in which I want to help right now focus on the hospital. Because if we can't help treat these children and their families, then there's no point in there being a school, there's no point in there being an orphanage, because there'll be nobody there to attend it. My goal today is to raise at least €1,000, hopefully, which is a 6-month training course for one of the nurses. If I can send someone away for 6 months, she will have a contract for 2 years to that hospital. When she comes back, she is then going to train all the other nurses once a week with what she has been taught. When she comes back, I'm hoping to send someone else away and they can get trained in another field. It's not how, ideally, we would train people, it's not how we would do it back home, but it is not the same over there. It is another world, things have to be done differently, and we do have to self-teach. It is amazing how much we take for granted. I mean, down to the simple things, I had to wash through a cup and a bucket for 3 days, and it's not the nicest thing, and I was so happy when I got back to the hotel and take another lovely shower. But these people live like this day in, day out. Inside their houses, they're living with their animals because they can't afford for them to walk away, stray away, and that's why they get a lot of the diseases. I mean, just all these little things that we can do to help them just to survive is incredible. And yet we're all sitting out here today enjoying our wine and our meal, and that's lovely, and I want everyone to enjoy themselves. But they have nothing. They're lucky if they get 1 meal a day. You're seeing children starving. They're malnourished. They have nothing. They come to the hospital, we feed them up, but they're just waiting for the days for those kids to come back with the exact same problem. I want to help these kids have a life, because as I said in November, the only difference between my upbringing and theirs is I was born in the right country. And it's not fair that I have an amazing life and they have nothing just because they were born in the wrong place. I'm very thankful every day for what I have, and I wouldn't give it up, but I want to do something to help them along the way. Everything you do today is a massive help. Even €2 to get a couple pictures taken seems like nothing to us, but it is a massive amount over there. In November, I raised €3,600, well, throughout the year last year. In Tanzanian shillings, that's 6.5 million shillings. The amount that bought for them medicine-wise is incredible. And if you go onto my fundraising page, you can see all the boxes and everything, all the supplies that came through. And I cannot express enough how much this has touched my heart, how much it means to me, and how much it means for me that you guys have all come and supported me again. So thank you all for doing that. Please remember what today is about and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
What an amazing, fantastic woman she is. And if we could get more people like her, the world would be a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, Rio Bravo's coming on very, very shortly, but I'd just like to say, Rio Bravo's coming on very shortly. Pause. That's better, wouldn't it? Try that one more time. Rio Bravo's coming on very shortly. And then we're going to have an amazing, wonderful dance party going on. However, I have to say, table number 2 has raised the stakes.